I want to talk today about how I think it's possible to keep your business positive in this crazy time. There's no doubt about it, the world as we know it has changed, certainly for now, and we're having to be a little bit more creative and inventive about how we do business. So stick with me, because I want to talk about a few of the positives that I think can be found in this situation. Hey, it's Matt from the Lifestyle Video Company. We know there's a lot of worry and uncertainty out there at the moment, and I'd be lying if I didn't admit to feeling it a bit as well. Over the last couple of weeks when we went into lockdown, I've actually not been doing very much to promote my own business. At first, I started feeling really guilty for not trying to move my business forward during this time, but actually later I realised it's okay. It's okay to take the time out and get to grips with what on earth is happening at the moment. And now I've had a bit of a breather and given myself permission to take a break, and now feel like I'm ready to start things up again in a slightly different manner. So as I've come out the other side of this myself, I thought it would be quite nice to share some of the thoughts that I've got. There are a number of positive things to be had out of this situation right now, and I believe that there are three really important things that all business owners should be doing at this time. The first of those is don't worry, because it won't help. If we fixate on worrying about the things that are out of our control, then we simply don't have the headspace to be able to concentrate on focus on the things that we can control. And there are a lot of things which are very much within our control at the moment, including the way that we respond to this situation. The second thing is simply to take action. The human race has invented some pretty amazing things in its time, and we're very resilient as a people, and so we need to look at new ways to work. If you look at how many businesses have already adapted to a different way of working, there should be some inspiration out there somewhere. Just look at how many businesses have already adapted to a different way of working. I've heard of a couple of distilleries that have shut down their alcohol operation to allow them to produce their own hand sanitizer, which they're now giving away for free, which is just truly outstanding. Thirdly, and probably the most important thing that you're going to need to do, is to keep your business visible and positive. There have been so many negative social media posts out there. 80% of my feed was all about the death toll, or how people are ignoring social distancing advice, or how empty the shelves are in the supermarkets. But as business owners, we all need to be posting content that rises above all of that rubbish that's out there right now. And actually, since starting to write this, I kind of have a bonus tip, number 4, which is to give yourself permission to take a break. And don't be so hard on yourself if all you need to do is just stop and think for a little bit to gather your thoughts. So what's the best way to keep your business visible? Well, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, you know that I'm always going on about video, and I firmly believe that actually in this climate, video truly is the answer. Now more than ever, people are looking for something hopeful and familiar that they can focus on. Many people are looking for leaders to help calm their minds and give them direction, and maybe they don't even know that's what they're looking for. So what we do as business owners in these coming weeks will define our businesses when it's all over, and of course it will be all over. And so the big question is, what can we change now to prepare for life when things return to normal? One of the biggest things I can suggest is to start getting comfortable with video, because it is the thing that's going to keep us all connected during this time. This virus has been a leveller, and many of us are in the same boat now when it comes to video. Lots and lots of businesses are facing the fact that they may have shunned away from using video before, whereas now it has become such an important tool for keeping in touch. So just to jump out for a second, if you're getting value from this, please do hit the like and share button. It's hugely helpful to me and really great to be able to get the word out there about this video. And if this can help just one person with a little bit of positive focus, then that can only be a good thing. And also at the end of the video, I'm going to add a link to where you can download an ebook to help you get started with video for social media for your own business. So I mentioned a couple of times about looking for the positive aspects of this situation. And so here are some of the things that I'm trying to do to keep myself sane that hopefully you can benefit from as well. If you think back to a time when we were really busy, how many of us said, oh my gosh, if only I had more time. Well, be careful what you wish for, because now we've got more time than actually many people know what to do with. But for me, at the moment, I'm using some of this time to learn some new skills, things that I've never done before and something that I've always wanted to do and that's going to help me enhance my video offerings in the future, and that's motion graphics. I've the ability now to be able to take some of my customers' static logos and turn it into something a little bit more interesting for their videos in the future when I'm allowed back out and can start filming again. Also, when many people start to sit back and binge on Netflix, I think this is our chance as business owners. This is the time for us to be able to deliver clear messages of reassurance, to elevate yourself to leader status, because people will remember this when it's all over and it's all done and dusted. You can still conduct business as well over Zoom and using video. I've had more Zoom video meetings over the last couple of weeks than real meetings and videos in the last 3 months. I've had more group calls with photography and video friends, strategizing and thinking about what we can do now to put things into place to help us continue to move our business forward during this time. If you're doing network meetings, for example, one of the positive things about using Zoom is that you can have your script on screen alongside your app. So there's no more trying to remember what your script is, and whether that's a network meeting or even meeting with clients as well. There's also the opportunity to dedicate time to like-minded businesses who you can work together with to promote each other. The type of thing that you might have done over coffee or in a face-to-face situation, but now you can do it from the comfort of your own home with Zoom as well. For anyone who was worried or nervous about getting online with video, this whole thing has been a leveler. Everybody is in the same boat, and it's now fast becoming the accepted norm to communicate with video. So if you think you were going to struggle with what you might look like on video or how you might come across, there is nothing to worry about now, because everybody is in exactly the same boat. You may know I've been banging on for ages about the importance of using video for your business, and it's now become probably the most important method for communication during these times. Many years ago, when I was considering the leap from full-time employment as an IT specialist to full-time self-employed photographer, I was wavering because I was a little bit scared of the jump. But a good friend of mine said to me at the time, "Nothing will focus you more than the need to focus." And that is exactly where we are with video right now. We are needing to focus on how to keep our business going, and video is the way to build and maintain relationships. So there are a couple of links here to a couple of other videos which you might be interested in, and have some ideas on what you can do to create your own videos. But for now, do make sure you're subscribed, because my next video is going to give you a little bit of a plan on how you can engage with your best customers and strengthen those relationships during this time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.